Alright, Space Chickens, we're back. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm going to take this moment right now to pull a Eugene Ehrlich. And if you don't know who Eugene is, he's the guy who got MSNBC and Fox News and stuff all riled up, saying there were UFOs over Cleveland. And whether they were or not, it's impossible to tell, really. But MUFON went out and did their thing and said they were airplanes. And but Eugene had this line in his interview on MSNBC, which is hilarious. I love Eugene for that. So I'm going to do the same thing. You know, guys, I could be totally wrong on all that, too. I do that all the time, and my wife, it drives her nuts, because like I'll stand there and boldly state my case. You know, this is a universal fact, and then I'll be like, hey, I could have been wrong about that, too, you know, just in case. Makes her so mad. Damn it, AlienPhotog, you just said it was all true. I don't know, I went and took a little potty break there while the music was playing, and checked my email and got an email from the friend who helps me get this show together. He's actually the one who made the great music and stuff that we have on the show now, and he's a guy who has to have tangible stuff, and I'm just not. Like, if it makes sense to me, I'll run with it, and I'm that leader type. So we've talked before about Christopher Columbus and how, because he set off to find India, right? He ended up on the wrong freaking side of the world. That said, they didn't have very good maps then either, so, you know, got to cut him some slack. But we've talked about how, you know, he was standing up there. God knows how long it took him. I'm sure I could research it, but I'm not going to, saying, we're about to India. And my buddy, he'd be the guy in the back of the ship whispering to the dude next to him, like, you know what, this was a big freaking mistake. He got us all riled up. He has no clue where he's going. I'm freaking sure of it. And the guy in the back of the ship was right in that particular case. But hey, that's still how he discovered America, allegedly, even with a whole bunch of people there already. I never got that. But no, in all sincerity, I get messages I have to pass along and have the job that I don't necessarily always like of standing up there and stating these things that are completely unprovable and and arguing against the number one freaking scientist in the land, apparently, which is kind of like arguing against the number one, you know, religious fanatic in the world. Although I like where the scientist is headed. I think he's doing a good job. That said, I really think he's got the blinders on. It was funny. I can't replay the interview, obviously, because it belongs to a show that most people would say would be eventually competition. God, we're certainly not competition for him yet. As many Space Chickens you guys are listening, I love it. We're not there yet. I see it heading that way, I think, but I'd rather work with them than against Coast to Coast. That's for freaking sure. But yeah, scientist dude. Sorry, Dr. Robert Lanza. I'm sorry, now that I'm a doctor myself, I should know how that feels when people don't refer to you as Dr. AlienPhotog, you know, once I've worked that hard to give myself the credentials. He really just danced around the whole freaking topic of, like, the fact that you can't prove his theory right, because if you were to observe what would happen when you aren't observing anything, it's freaking impossible. So he, like, set up machines and stuff to do it. Like, I'm pretty sure, you know, do your eyeballs determine reality or your mind? Which one is it, man? Because you use your mind to set up the equipment, and I'm pretty sure it knows you're watching it. Apparently he saw a difference. This is what all of physics right now is doing, apparently, which is crazy to me. You know, and who am I to say anything? That said, Stephen Hawking, you know, just had to say, like, my bad on pretty much everything. So, welcome to Planet Earth in 2010. Great place to be at. No, I love it. But anyway, I'm a passionate arguer, and when I get a message that I know I'm supposed to pass on, I do. Like I said, I just hope some scientists hear that go do their scientist thing with it and impress the rest of the scientists. I'm already, you know, hey, it's in the ballpark. That's for freaking sure. And that's cool. That's cool. There's a certain number of people, though, that don't want to get to that who looked at it thing. And, you know, those people have to have freaking God himself walk up and shake their hand to believe he's out there. Or so it seems sometimes. I don't know. Who's got a better theory? That's what I would say, I guess. I mean, go ahead and send it to me if you want. Find holes in that. But it was funny that I was just talking to my buddy, and this is the beauty of the world, is everybody sees things differently, and I try to make friends with people who see things the exact opposite of me, because it's the best way to grow, is to get the other side of things. And the fact of the matter is exactly what I was saying. Everybody has their own reality. They're all flawed, mine included. Some of them are probably more right than others, but He's going to hate I said that. He said something to the effect of, yeah, when I was about your age, I actually said a couple times, yes, I do know everything. So of course I know everything. Aren't you paying attention? No, I'm joking around. God, I'm the least egotistical person in the world, so I hate saying things like that, but I'm a medium and just am responsible for passing along the message. And after that, it's out of my hands, and I try to do it with passion and, do my best at passing along that message. But no, I'm not smart enough to figure all that out. I'm just who I am. I'm a funnel is the way I look at it, and I put my face on it, and that's all it is. So take it for what it is, and hopefully it was a little enlightening to you. It was a revelation I just heard today too, and I think it's pretty cool. It sure fits to me. My wife hates when I do that too. She's like, you blame it on the aliens. Like, I don't blame it on anything. It's supposedly wisdom from out of this world, and I'm just passing it along, and there's what blame. That's the beauty of it, though. That's exactly what I was talking about. There's so many different realities, and they're all real to the individual. And that's what I think that guy missed in all of his research. It's like, we aren't looking at it with one collective set of eyes. Therefore, we each have our own individual world. But I love it. At the end of the interview, he kind of stopped, and he was just like, Art Bell asked him and said, well, then, how did the Big Bang happen? Obviously hinting around that, I think he never said it, but, his whole theory is wrong if I'm not right. What a pretentious sounding thing to say, but it's true, right? This whole freaking theory, it isn't real until something looks at it. Okay, well, Big Bang, nothing was there, and then all of a sudden the entire freaking universe as we know it is. My guess is, according to your theory, something looked at it. That lines up pretty well, right? No, that didn't happen. Like, you're the number one scientist in the world. Logic, everybody. That makes no sense whatsoever. And maybe he was talking about parallel universes, and it's way over my head. But I think he just totally avoided the entire topic. So. Well, go listen to that show. Look up his name and with Coast to Coast. Plug it in some search engine. I'm sure you can find the interview. It's fascinating. He's a very smart guy. I just think it's funny how smart people do stupid stuff sometimes, like totally contradicting themselves after this passionate argument, which I've probably just done myself. Oh wait, I did. Whatever. I'm in Eugene Ehrlich's camp.